Hi guys, I've got a really cool wine for you today. This is a white wine. It's the grape variety Garganega, which is actually an ancient grape variety from the northern part of Italy. So this producer is Battistelle, and this is their Montesei. It's an absolutely fantastic wine. I had this at a tasting probably about a month ago. Beautiful, crisp, fresh, absolutely going to love this one for summer. Very excited to crack it open on this video as well and have another taste. So Garganega, this is actually the first one that I had tried. So it's from the northern part of Italy. If you know your reds, we're up around that sort of Piedmont region, but over near Veneto. So this is actually from the region of Soave, which there's two different sort of, I guess, classifications in Soave. You've got your Soave DOC or your Soave Classico DOC. Now this one is a Classico DOC, so you can see that from the label, and we've also got the common DOC label on the top here, which is government regulated. This actually means that a government approved tasting panel has actually tried this wine and makes sure that it reflects not only the region and the stylistic sort of characteristics of the wine, but also that it meets certain requirements to actually be labeled as such. So that's a little bit on the Italian wine hierarchy. We've essentially got table wine, DOC, which goes through stricter classification and requirements. And then we have your DOCG, which is the top of the hierarchy, which are essentially the best wines that you can get. The reason why there's a difference between Soave Classico DOC and Soave DOC is actually whereabouts in the region it is. So Classico, whenever you hear Classico, it basically means that it's the original designated area. Now that also helps you understand a little bit of the differences or nuances in quality. So if you've had a Soave before and it hasn't sort of been the best quality, or maybe it's really youthful and much more fruity, that means that it comes from Soave DOC and not Soave Classico. So the Soave DOC is actually on the flat plain, whereas Soave Classico is actually at the foothills. So that means that we've got cool air that's coming down a mountain and that's settling at the foothills. So we do have that cooling influence that helps us lengthen that ripening period, retains the acidity, also gives a very classic, for lack of a better word, classic note of almond or nuttiness. That's what you're going to get in a Soave Classico. Much more high quality because of that longer ripening period. We have more ageability as well. Whereas when we're down on the flat plain, we have faster ripening, so acid levels drop more quickly, sugar levels rise more quickly, and we get a more full-bodied fruit flavor profile, but sometimes that can become a little bit watery depending on the vintage. So essentially we're thinking about a grape swelling up, and part of that component is water. So it can mean that the flavors are more dilutive as well. So they're just a couple of things to understand and know about the differences. But this one, as I said, I had this at a tasting probably about a month ago and it was fantastic. This is definitely going to be a favorite of mine for summer. I am always using a blunt knife. At some point I will get one sharper. I will be using a Coravin today. You've probably seen in my videos. I'm a bit of a big fan on just being able to pull out a glass, and I'm actually planning on having this wine for dinner. So I will leave some for then. Really nice light color. Just such a beautiful wine. Oh, you're getting that white blossom, the stone fruit. Oh, the nuttiness. It's really nice. Beautiful amount of citrus. You can smell the freshness on the nose. It's bright, it's lively. But I love that nuttiness that comes through. It gives it depth. That's also a signal of the cooler ripening period in higher altitude. Mm. Mm. Oh, you're getting everything on the palate that you're getting on the nose. So nice and crisp and fresh, beautiful on a hot summer's day. Oh, yeah, I love that citrus, the stone fruit, but it's really that hint of nuttiness. It just gives it a little bit more texture, but you still have that crispness. So it's not overpowering, it just gives it a little bit more. You do have volcanic soils, so you are getting that minerality that comes through as well. Balanced with that nuttiness, the stone fruits, the white blossom, the nice citrus, oh, the freshness, the acidity. It's crisp, it's beautiful. Cheers.